meaning that you understand the world comes from diverse perspectives. People have different points of view. That should be valued. Equity, like, okay, we're equal, we're just different maybe in certain ways. I'm going to stand on who I am. I'm not ever deviating from being Boyce. Me being Boyce doesn't take away from your right to be you, and inclusive. Like, okay, so tell me what you think. If you ever run a business, here's a little secret. If you run a business and you have a team, don't ever try not to be the boss. Try not to be the boss. You might be the boss, but don't try to be the boss. Because if you're the boss and you're paying everyone, they're going to know you're the boss. You don't have to tell them you're the boss. You don't have to act like the boss. You don't have to be bossy, right? Be a leader. Be a leader. So if you're talking to your team, don't just say, "Here's what I think. Here's what I think. Here's what I think." Say, "What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?" And you still get to make the final decision because you're the boss. Everybody knows you're the boss. You ain't got to tell them you're the boss, right? And really, I think it's also good to work with people who understand that, right? Who understand that boundary too, so they don't constantly try to test you, right, and push you over the limit. But value their point of view and involve them in the decision. Like, so if you have a very hard thing to explain to discuss with somebody, you might start off by saying, "Look, hey, I kind of need your help with this. Like, so here's my dilemma. I'm trying to figure out how to blah 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 blah. So what do you think, right?" And when people feel heard and they feel like you're valuing their point of view, they really are more able and willing to align with whatever it is you have in mind, right? So it works really well with kids. When I talk to our kids and I try to convince them of something, convince them to do something I want them to do, I don't come in and say, "Do this, do that." I say, "Okay, look, I need your help. All right, so here's the problem. Look, so you missed the bus, and because you sometimes I know the alarm goes off and you don't hear the alarm and you miss the bus and it makes you late. And when you're late, you're really upset. You're scrambling, trying to pull stuff together. You forget stuff, and then you end up crying and you get sad. And I don't want to see you sad. You don't like being sad, do you? No? Okay, so I have an idea, and I want you to just consider what I'm saying here. So maybe in the morning, maybe the night before, we make a little checklist of the things that we have to have ready, and then we get everything prepared the night before, so that in the morning we're able to have everything ready, so we can, you know what I mean? And when people do that, when you talk that way, again, this is the trend. This is not me. I couldn't have had this conversation with you in 2018 because I didn't know these things. I learned these things from marrying a woman with kids, right? Becoming a bonus dad. This is why I really it does cringe my soul a little bit when guys are like telling other men like you're stupid if you marry a woman with kids, because you grow a lot, you learn a lot. And if you like kids, I told you I love kids. I think, and they all work for me, and we're succeeding together, and it's so much fun. And I feel like men that really listen to other less mature men are gonna like miss that. And so anyway, with the kids, I had to pick up these skills and learn how. Okay, how can I convince you to do what I really want you to do? Because I'm the boss. You know, I'm the boss. I'm the man of the house. Again, I'm an old school Southern black man. I know I'm the man of the house, but I don't necessarily need to get this done in an oppressive fashion, because if I don't get your buy-in, it's going to make it that much harder for me to lead. Do you understand? Like, leadership is easiest if you get the buy-in of the people who are supposed to follow you. Right? If not, they're going to resist you constantly. They're going to undermine you. They're going to deceive you. They're going to rebel against you, right? Which makes it more stressful for everybody. So it's like, okay, let me see if I can get the buy-in here. So really, in general, here's my point I want to make for you. By virtue of the fact that you're coming in here every day and you're making the investment of time to spend here every morning with me, which I hope is you're getting a good return on your investment. You are naturally going to be an intellectual and financial leader in your family, whether you like it or not. Just your sheer competence, just the fact that you've been exposed to ideas that only 1% of Americans even understand, the fact that you have shown a level of discipline and commitment that far exceeds 99% of the people that we know, you're going to be a natural leader.